Have you ever noticed that the moments when you feel the most powerless are actually the moments when you're closest to real power? Strange, isn't it? Life has a funny way of working. It breaks you, not to destroy you, but to open you. It's as if it whispers, "You want strength? Then learn what surrender means." And in that paradox, the greatest life lessons are born, the ones no one ever teaches you. Most people believe control equals strength, but it's the opposite. The more you try to dominate life, the faster it slips away. That's why so many live trapped in anxiety, overthinking, and fear, believing that failure means weakness. But what if true growth comes from letting go? From allowing chaos to teach you wisdom, faith, and balance? This video isn't about conquering the world, it's about making peace with it. Remember, inner power doesn't come from shouting louder, but from becoming quieter. Resilience is the courage to keep going, even without certainty. So if you feel powerless right now, take a breath. Stay here, because what you call weakness might actually be the beginning of your awakening. A man once believed he could control everything: time, outcomes, even people. But life, in its quiet wisdom, proved otherwise. It's like trying to hold the ocean in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it escapes. Suffering is born in that tension, between what is and what we wish it to be. The moment he realized this, he understood that peace doesn't come from control, but from acceptance. In moments of anxiety, the mind craves answers. It wants control. It tries to predict the unpredictable, as if it could negotiate with fate. But wisdom is learning to adjust your sails, not to stop the storm. The Stoics knew this. You can't control the wind, only how you navigate it. When that truth sinks in, you stop drowning and start floating. The harder you try to dominate life, the more fragile you become. But when you start to let go, you find balance, resilience, and even faith in the natural flow of things. Letting go isn't giving up, it's trusting that the ocean knows where to carry you. And maybe, that's where strength truly begins. He remembered the time when everything fell apart: plans, dreams, certainties. It felt like watching his own sandcastle wash away with the tide. At first, he thought it was the end. In truth, it was the beginning of something new. Pain, as cruel as it seems, is how life calls you back to self-discovery. It's there, in the darkness, that inner power quietly awakens, steady, patient, real. Think of a seed. Before it grows, it must crack, lose its shape, and face the darkness of the soil. Only then, with courage and faith, does it reach the light. Human pain follows the same rhythm. Every loss, every failure, is a crack through which learning enters. Healing begins the moment we stop asking "why me?" and start asking "what is this trying to teach me?" When you face pain without running, it transforms into strength. He learned that pain wasn't punishment, it was purification. Every tear was a cleansing. Every fall, an invitation to growth. And when he saw this, fear turned into gratitude. Because sometimes, breaking down is just breaking open. He realized suffering didn't come from what happened, but from resisting it. Like a bird caught in a net, the harder it fought blindly, the tighter it got trapped. But when it stopped struggling, breathed, and looked closely, it saw the way out. Peace doesn't come from effort, it comes from surrender. Sometimes, stopping the fight is the bravest thing you can do. The mind, addicted to control, panics at the unpredictable. It wants to understand, to win, but life isn't a battle to be won, it's a dance to be felt. When you start flowing with the moment, you find a kind of calm no victory can give. That's the birth of wisdom, realizing power doesn't live in resistance, but in clear acceptance of reality. Surrender isn't giving up, it's trusting. It's choosing to see things as they are, not as you wish they were. That's when inner peace becomes possible, and the world feels lighter. That's the moment when something within awakens, the courage to live without armor. And maybe, that's when we begin to reclaim our inner power. He realized that true power was never in the circumstances. It was always in his response to them. While he tried to control the world, he lost control of himself. Only when he turned inward, to his breath, his silence, his presence, did he start to feel balance. The outer world stayed the same, but the inner world became a place of calm and wisdom. Instead of trying to fix everything around him, he started caring for his own energy, breathing before reacting, listening before judging, pausing before exploding. Small actions, big transformations. That's the essence of mindfulness. recognizing that every reaction is a choice, and that self-control is the highest form of control. The calmest person in the room always holds the most power, not because they control others, but because they control themselves. True strength doesn't shout, it radiates quietly. When you find that inner power, the world stops being a battlefield and becomes a mirror that reveals the truth. You were never powerless, just unaware of your strength. There was a time when he believed he was weak, small before life. Every failure felt like proof that the universe had forgotten him. But over time, he saw that powerlessness was just an illusion, a story born of comparison and fear. Healing began when he understood that life never asked him to be invincible, only present. Maybe the purpose was never to win, but to dance with existence. Like a river that doesn't fight the rocks, it flows around them. Wisdom is learning to move with the rhythm of life, even when the steps are slow. Resilience grows from this, the courage to continue even when nothing makes sense. Sometimes, just taking a deep breath is an act of strength. Life isn't a battlefield, it's a choreography of growth, faith, and transformation. Peace comes when we stop measuring our worth by outcomes and start finding it in presence. And in that moment, he saw the truth. He was never powerless. He just hadn't looked in the right direction. Because real power lives in the quiet choices that reveal who you are. He discovered that true power rarely makes noise. Sometimes, it's simply getting out of bed when your mind tells you to give up, or choosing to breathe instead of reacting in anger. In those small, invisible moments, strength is born. Real growth happens when no one is watching, just you and your silence. Every small act is a reminder of resilience and courage, responding with kindness instead of anger, keeping faith when chaos surrounds you, or simply trying again. These tiny victories build your inner fortress. Life changes when you start valuing them. The slow coffee, the sunset you actually notice, the hug that heals more than words. He realized that inner power doesn't roar, it whispers, try again. It doesn't demand applause. It's a quiet energy that renews the spirit, turning pain into purpose and anxiety into acceptance. While the world chases noise, those who find wisdom live in peace. That light, steady pace of someone who's finally walking side by side with their own soul. So, what will you do with this now? Keep trying to control the uncontrollable, or choose peace. Remember, the power you're looking for isn't in the future. It's in the small choices you make today. Every time you take a deep breath instead of reacting, every moment you choose faith over fear, healing begins. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. It just needs your presence. Wisdom is knowing that chaos, too, has its place in harmony. So the next time the world feels heavy, ask yourself, what is trying to be born within me right now? Maybe what you call pain is just transformation in disguise. If this message touched something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, leave a comment, tell me, what small act of inner power will you practice today? And if you want to keep walking this path of growth, purpose, and self-discovery, subscribe, turn on notifications, and keep walking with me into the Innerverse.